Hey everyone, this is Shawn, and this is a digital planner walkthrough. This is a very simple beta version that I created. I think this is beta version 2. And so this is one of, basically, it's not a hybrid. It is more along the lines of a planner, but I didn't put any dated elements in this. So it's a little more than a journal. It's not quite a planner, and it doesn't fit hybrid. But what I really want you to do is I want you to get a sense of why digital journals, planners, notebooks, DPJNs are so popular. So what I have here is a layout that I've created that is in an application called GoodNotes, which is pretty much the dominant application for digital users. And what this does is it allows me to navigate through different elements of this particular planner. So as you can see on the left side, I've got a little welcome note, gives people a few tips, and then there's a placeholder for where a walkthrough video would be if this were a for sale item. Now on the right, you can see that there are some tabs. Starting at the top, I've got contents, then appointments, then focus, then project planning, and then blanks. And as I tap on each of these, you'll see that the planner will manipulate through the different pages. Now, before I can do that, I have to turn off this little pencil tool so that I am getting clickable links. I'm going to go to the table of contents, and now there's a whole list of the items. And in a more sophisticated, complete planner or journal, these would go to sections. But this is just for demonstration purposes, and I was just working through some kinks of creation. So I'm going to click on cover. It'll take us back to where we were. If I go back to contents and I go to owner, you'll see this planner belongs to. Now here's what's cool about the whole world of digital planning. I'm actually going to zoom in here, and I'm using my Apple Pencil, and I've got the text selected, so I can write right in here. And the other thing that makes GoodNotes so very popular, watch what I'm going to do here. I've now taken a selection tool. I've just selected this area. I can change my colors from here. I can resize this. I can move it around. I can create an angle. I can go bigger. I can make space for a little drawing if I want. So it's a super flexible way to be able to create on top of the design, which is why I've mentioned that in this particular market, users really want the ability to create on their own on top of the framework that we build for them. So I'm going to turn that little pencil thing off again. This allows me to go through and click. I'll go back here and I'll just click through some things. Here's appointments. And again, the way users typically handle stuff like this is they will go into the pencil tool. Now, depending on the size of the device and the user's handwriting and personal preference, he or she may leave it as is. But a lot of people will switch over, and I'm going to go to a black pen color now, and make the page bigger. So use that pinch and zoom or spread and zoom and write right in here. And I'm going to go to a thinner pen for this. And here's the beauty. Because I picked the wrong pen earlier, I'll go ahead and erase this, go back, and now that I've changed that. And let's say that thing number 3 is super important. So I'm going to change from a regular pen to a highlighter, and I'll highlight that. And I can zoom out. Go back to the contents, and I forgot to select the pencil, so I'll hit that contents again. And I'll just go through some of these pages, and you'll see that they correspond to the right-hand tabs as well. And again, these aren't sections, so reminders would have potentially its own section, but you'll see at the bottom there's reminders. I'm going to go back to contents, and we'll jump down a bit. I'll go to today's best thing, and here it is at the bottom. Go back to the contents, and I can also, I'm going to click on project planning instead of going back to the contents so that you can see the tabs on the right work the same way. Then in the back, I've got some blank pages, And there are lined, dotted, and blank pages, or writing in the box. And you can see I've got blank lines, blank dots, blank squares. So I'll click on those, and you'll just see the difference. Now, one of the other things that users really expect for you to have are some hidden links. And one of the hidden links that I've created here is on this coil. So if I tap on this coil with my finger or my Apple Pencil, it takes me back to the table of contents. And as you can see in my instructions here, it says here are some tips to get you started. The contents page links to every journal page. Tap the side tabs for quick navigation, and tap the coil graphic to return to the contents page. So I'm telling users up front, but users are pretty savvy. They look for those hidden links. One of the reasons that your Etsy shop or website layout really needs to include screenshots with the different things that you've included, not just the design elements, but the movement elements, is to let users know. And that's another reason that doing a demo video is super important, so that users fully understand what's going on. Now, I want to go back to contents, and I've also included another little secret link, which is my logo. So this little cat, this is my Inky Paper Crafts logo. If I click on my cat, it takes me to a secret sticker section. And this would be where I put my bonus stickers for people to use within their planners. Also, if I go to the last page, I've used a different version of that logo to go straight with an external link to my Etsy shop. So you can do that as well. I don't have my internet connected to my iPad right now, so I'm not going to do that. But I am going to go back, and if I click on Daily Success Routine at the bottom there, I'm back to where I started. So this is very navigable, and that is super important. Being able to get from point A to point B is the whole kind of magic behind digital planners. So I'm going to do one more thing, just kind of as a wet your whistle, kind of cool, the possibilities. Now you'll notice that I'm on this focus page, so I use the focus tab here to get to it. So I'm going to go to project planning, and I'll go back to focus so you can see. I want you to remember this page. It's a blank box on the top left, another blank on the bottom right, bottom left, and then a page of jots on the right. I'm going to go to contents now, and I'm going to pull up these stickers. And I'm going to zoom in here for a second, and I'm going to grab a couple of things. And with my pencil again turned on so that I can use my select tool, I'm going to highlight this. Now this particular set of stickers is not optimized for GoodNotes, it's just a PNG file. So I'm going to take a screenshot, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go up to this set of squares. There's like a 4 square in the upper left, right under the date and time. I'm going to click on that, and I want to go back to my focus page, and this is a really quick way to get there. You can also use the table of contents, of course, and now I'm going to paste that element, and I'm going to just resize it, and I think I might want to turn it a little bit, and I'm going to put it in my today's best thing. Make this a little bit bigger and put it here. Click away. I'm going to go back to my stickers page. Whoops, I have to turn off that pencil. And as you can see, having a sticker navigation would be helpful, but this was a beta test. And I am now going to grab this image. And once again, I'm going to take a screenshot, and I will copy it. And when the stickers are optimized for GoodNotes, it's a lot easier to use them. But again, this was a starting point for me. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to paste. And then I'm just going to kind of twist this here and put this up here. Now you can see the importance of these being transparent images. That's part of the learning curve on here. But you can see that you can create some pretty cool little layouts using stickers. Users love this stuff. And once I have my stickers in there, I can come back, and it looks like I pull something from the clipping that I did there. But I'm going to grab my pencil tool, and I'm going to change my font color. Let's do kind of a pinkish purple. And I can write in there. I can also take notes. And again, one of the reasons that digital planning is so much fun and so flexible, if I select that and I want to resize it to make more room, if I have bigger handwriting, and if I don't want to make my pages bigger and I just want to write some real quick notes and then select the section and make them smaller to take up less space, I can do that. So that's a little bit of a walkthrough showing you some of the possibilities of not only what you can create with digital journals, planners, notebooks, but also maybe an insight into what users really love about these to get your ideas flowing, and in case you've never used one before, you see the flexibility of being able to go to different places quickly, write notes, add your own stuff in, do decorating, and have a whole lot of fun. So I hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough. We're going to do a couple of more before Let's Get Digital launches in March, but I wanted to make sure that those of you who have never really seen one of these in action got a shot to do that. I'm Shawn Hansen. Thanks for watching.